Okay, today we're doing a little bit of carpentry. We've left off on the mechanics and we're doing a little carpentry today. And so what we've got here happening in this church is we've got a problem with the insulation is down too low in the eaves, and so it can't breathe properly. So any heat that gets out melts the snow on the roof and builds up this ice here that you can see. So what we're doing here is removing this fascia board so that we have access to this here up here. And if Nick can come up the ladder here a bit and take a picture of how the insulation is right against the roof there. And so we're actually going to install some insulation dams, and we've got one in this next one here. That's an insulation dam, so there's 2 inches or 1.25 inches of venting to vent to the attic. Then we're going to put new fascia back on here that's perforated. So this is the insulation dams that we're putting in, and so we have to push the insulation that's up there away from the roof so that we can slide this in, and then it gives these here breathing room here, these little gutters here on this insulation dam. Okay, to push the insulation down, Gord had a piece of tin like this, and so we cut it at 18 inches so it'll go between the rafters. And so then we push it in, and there's friction up in here between the insulation and the nails coming through from the shingles. So we have to get this pushed in up there. Like that. Okay, now we're installing the insulation dam. So we've got to start it up in here. Okay, we got the insulation dam there, and then we pull out our tool. Then because the insulation doesn't come right to the eave, Gord, if you'll hand me one of those pieces of insulation. We're adding a little bit of insulation over top of the block walls. And so we put this up in just on the end here. Like that, and we still have the gap up top there so that it can breathe. To finish off now here, these are J moldings, and so we're going to put one up in here and one over here, and then we're going to put the new style vented soffit in those channels. Okay, so we're putting the J trim up now here to hold the soffit, so it goes right up and outside to fit against the fascia board there. So that's where it goes. Okay, so we cut these here into 23.5 or whatever the measurement is here on the eave, and then we're sliding them into that channel that we put up there. Okay, so when you're finished, this is the finished look, and that's with the soffit breeze through there now.